Alright guys, just a video update. I'm gonna go with this cloth pattern, and I still have to put my signatures together, but I thought it would be smart of me to at least get the fabric of my choice chosen, and then I'll hem it up once we know how thick the journal's gonna be. So far it's like this, but I'm still gonna be adding stuff to it. Now I think we're safe to go. Once this is in the book, I'll spread it apart and glue it down, I think. I don't know. We're going to do our signatures first, but then I did choose, I think this is a good color. It shows up red on the video, but it's actually more of a dark burgundy, but I think that's a good color for our spine. So with that being said, stay tuned, because in the next little clip here I'm going to have these completed, and I'm just trying to figure out, I think I do want to use the brown paper bag for the accordions, because they're really tough and they hold up to a lot of wear and tear. So that's next. All right, I'm going to put the signatures together and then I'll put it all in one video. I did do this. This is some of those leaves we see. That'll be on the front. Isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't that just look like a great... This is going to be a field journal, but I'll probably have it in a few different lists. Okay, for sure if I'm on a budget, and then probably a couple other playlists. All right, guys. With that being said, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next clip, because it's going to be these finished, and then the process of putting them together. So stick around. I'm not going anywhere, and I hope you don't either. I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think? Should our journal cover be clear so you can see what's on the inside, but you can also open it up and it stays clear? If that's the case, then I have to mark this so I can cut the chipboard out of the center, if that makes sense. And I'm not going to use chipboard. I'm actually going to use watercolor paper and then cover it. But I'll show you. I think that's 5.5 by... You can get by with a 5.5 by 7. Yes, here's what I can do, guys. So we know... I should have done it this way. Watch. Alright, let me get my pencil. My marking tool. See, we're going to want to come here and here. Then we're going to want to mark it here, 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 and then straight across the bottom, if that makes sense. So we know we're going to come down to our bottom. It's going to be here. Bottom, first cut, second cut, inner, outer, and then, yeah, here. Something like that. Okay, so then this will be this window, and that won't be in there anymore at all. I think I can pull that off. I'll do that in a separate video, and I'm also going to measure my window here just to be sure I got it right. So this one's going to be 3.5 by 4. So this should be 3.5. Yes. by 4. No, it should be right there. If I did it right. What do we have right here? Let me measure again. Measure twice, cut once, right? I got 4.5. I'll go 4.5. Well, no. I'll just do it this way. 2.25. Almost 2. That's how we'll do it. Because I don't want to screw it up. But I definitely know here and here. Straight cuts, all right? So when we come back, we'll do that. And we will go ahead and cover the other side. I should cut them both at the same time is what I should do. That's a little off. That's what I thought. It was 5.5. So I'll go 5.5. And I thought this piece was 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Yes. We'll go just under the 7.5 mark, barely. Okay. And then this should fit. Yes. I just need to straighten my lines. You know, like this. Yes. And here. Okay, who got my pencil? Here and here, guys. And here. And then there and there. Yeah, I just need to square up my lines. I'll do that off camera. All right, we'll be right back, and in the next section we'll see some more action. Stay tuned. Okay, so I put together a visual real quick for you. It could either be like this. Sorry about that. It could either be like this with the front being clear, right? Or it could be like this. So you guys let me know in the comments. I'll hold off on connecting anything to that until next week. Okay, so give me an idea and I'll watch throughout the week, or I'll put actually, I think I'm going to put, I'll take some, yeah, I'm going to do a vote. All right, don't worry about it. I'm going to do a vote, and that'll be even before you see this video. So here we go. These are our signatures. That's a whole other thing. All right, so for this, I just cut some brown paper bags into 1 inch by just under 7.5 inch strips. I don't know how many we're going to need, more than likely more than that, but this is going to give you an idea of how to do this. Okay, so I didn't exactly tear that one yet. We're going to go on the outside edge. And this one will be glued to this one. And so on and so forth until we get through the whole thing. So this page will be glued to this page. Okay, and then the next one will get glued, and it'll layer up. Okay, So I'm going to do that off camera. And again, all you do is when you're gluing your pieces, you make sure you have them in the right direction and that they are connected, level, okay? Because if they're not level, your journal's going to be way off. Okay, so first page, use a good stiff glue. Let's see, pocket to the outside, it won't matter. Excuse me, this one will have to be glued here. There it is. First one will have to be glued on this side because I don't have, they'll go different from here on out, but this is my pocket side. Excuse me. And I know that it's going to go this way, so let me put a thumb notch in here so I don't forget where I'm at. And then I do have to come in and ink. I'm only going to ink what I can reach, if that makes sense. I should ink these. No, I don't have to ink these. I should ink these though, but I want to show you how this gets attached. I have done more than one. Okay, remember to keep tabs on which is up, which is down, which is pocket side, etc. Your outside edge here always goes to the outside because you glue the next one to it as you go. And also remember that you need to keep, I know I'm off camera here, you need to keep your edges straight, most importantly. So my heel is going to line up right up to that edge, and a good way to do it is to see, this one's off. I don't know how that happened, but to make sure you are straight out to that edge. That way your spine gets its best chance ever. So this is my top, this is my bottom, this is my first page here, right? So this piece gets glued to this piece. And this is how we're going to do this one. It's always a good idea to keep your edges straight like that. You can burnish that, and then what this is going to be for, if I ever get there, is a tag. Okay, so we'll have a tag in these, but they'll be cut to fit. And that's what those are tags, y'all. Tag pockets. There'll be a tag here, and then we have a pocket there. And I need to glue this, don't I? Yes, I do. So lots of pockets, lots of tags in this journal. Alright, so this is our top. This will be our top. And that's how we're going to keep going until we're all out of pages. So it's best to get it in the direction you want it to be. So if your pockets go to the top, when you flip this over, this top should be on the right side. And that's how I keep tabs. And then I check and double check as I go. All right. So with that being said, I'm off to glue my spine. Okay, and in our next segment, spine will be together, and we'll vote on the cover, and you guys can let me know in the comments what you want to see done. But I'll post, like I said, I'm going to post the vote way before you see this video. So by the time that gets there, don't watch for a vote. It's going to be a month in the past. Okay, guys, appreciate you. Appreciate each and every one of you. And when we're all done here, so see, this is how it's going to line up. Nice and neat. And what makes this so cool is how it opens. So it opens nice. See, each page will open just like that. I don't know how much junk it'll hold, but we're gonna find out. And I should have probably made it an accordion, but it's okay. We're committed. We're going. We'll just have to make sure everything that we add to it's on the slender side. All right, you guys get the idea. I'm off and running so that when we come back, we'll have this journal ready to put together. And I probably won't, I know I said I'll make the tags and whatever for it, but I probably won't use this journal until spring. It's still going to be a field journal, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to get used until spring. I want to put some Southwest native plants in here, and I want to label them and make them fun. You know what I mean? Make them fun. Okay. We're coming along pretty well here. So see, now when we do the book, we can slide a tag in here. Maybe something that'll go in here, in here, in here, in here, in here, in here. So that's how it's shaping up. Okay, so guess what, guys? I'm going off camera. Thank each and every one of you for hanging out. If you'd like to catch up to where I'm at, please feel free to do so. I'm going to wait on the front cover though, but on the back cover, we're going to have this and this. That's for the front cover. This one's for the back cover. I got to put a policy closure on here. Then this will get glued to here, the right side up. And that's going to make up our back page. We are going to use this fabric for our decorative spot to hide the spine. And that's it, guys. That's going to be basically it. I will put the community post up, what you prefer. I'll have to do that in another minute from now, but just let me know what you think. Okay, all right, guys, appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for being a part of my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of my channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed today's video, please share my channel with your crafty friends. It helps me to grow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.